Peelers is an indie stripper zombie film, and it is not a good movie.
Don't let that beanbag destroy all the great memories of this place.
So you guys working over at Pisha Ranch Mine?
Yeah.
Well, how come I haven't seen you here before?
Tonight we're celebrating.
It's the cowboy's birthday.
So I saw the trailer for this, and it looked like it could actually be pretty fun. Like it could be like a really corny horror film with a lot of gore and boobs, and you know, it's a really corny, goofy time. And it almost achieves that so bad it's good status, except for some of the things that are just kind of stupid. And, you know, all the acting is bad, you know, but what do you expect? And, you know, it's funny that, you know, they all look like they could be strippers, all of the actresses. Like, I mean, they look a little run down, they're a little harsh. But, I mean, there are a lot of boobs. But, there's some really odd choices for the dances. Like, there's, like, the one stripper is, like, in a baby sort of costume. In the end, she, like, pees on the stage. One other girl, they call her Thunder Cunt. And she, queefs on stage. And it's pretty outrageous. But, and the zombies, they come in because they're, Mexican workers in the mine that under some evil oil that is turning them into zombies. And it's all that stuff is a little racist. But once it actually gets going, I mean, I almost thought it could be pretty fun. But the death scenes are all very similar. Like, they're just people, like standing there, dancing or doing things, and all of a sudden the zombie comes up and stabs them. And it's like, and everyone is like, multiple times it happens where people get stabbed from behind while the viewer's watching, like, you're supposed to be surprised. And it's like, whenever they show someone standing, and like, there's like in front of them, so you can see something pop out of the chest, you're like, I think they're about to die. Yeah, they're about to die. Yep, they're dead. And, like, there's nothing that creative with the stuff. And I thought it would get pretty cool, but at a certain point they find out the zombies can't be killed by shooting them in the head. Like, even when they do that, they come back to life. So they find out that water kills them. And the way they come up with that is pretty ridiculous. Like, the one guy is the younger brother of the main character, and he's like, I guess he went to college even though he is a criminal, but he's like going on about how much water the body has, and it is so cringeworthy how, like, he's just reading off the line, and it's just so bad. But like they say that, oh, oil water doesn't mix, and we're made of, you know, so much, like, and it's kind of funny though. But and they could kind of make it work because, like, each time they turn into zombie, they vomit like a whole bunch of stuff out. So they say that's like the water they're vomiting out of them, and it's being interchanged with that evil oil. So at this point, I think they could have had a lot more fun with killing all the zombies, but they really don't have that much fun. It's like the water taps are all turned off conveniently, and there's a whole other plot line where this is the last night of the club because this oil baron is buying her club. And you don't really like explain it that much, because, like, if it is the last night and this guy is just going to tear the club down, you'd be having, I think it'd be more of a party and more like trying to sell all the beers and stuff, or something more. Like, it seems like no one else knows that's closing that night, mostly. But it is kind of pointless side story. But when they find out to kill him, I think they could have made it a lot more fun if it made more about, like, trying to find every interesting way they could to kill the zombies. But they do a little bit of that, but not enough to be fun. And there's still just some stuff that is so weird. Like, this is a slight spoiler, but the way they find out that the zombies can be killed by water is that one of the pregnant stripper, her water breaks on top of the head of the zombie, and it goes like, ah, like the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever, and like dissolves from the amniotic fluid, and it's just ridiculous. But the big problem with that though is that they go on about how saying like the body is mostly made of water, and that water is generally in the form of blood, and like they say every other bodily fluid harms these zombies, but they're off like killing all these people, getting blood all over them. At one time, the one zombie even like has a bloody knife and licks the blood off the knife, and it's like, that's water that should be killing you. But, it's not, they don't try to be smart. But I hate it when any sort of horror film, like, creates a set of rules and then breaks it. But, it is what it is. So I'd probably give this movie, like, a 4 out of 10, maybe a 4.5 out of 10. I definitely wouldn't recommend it. Like, you could have a fun time with it if you're looking for a really bad movie to watch. But it doesn't quite meet in so bad it's good. It's just kind of bad. But, yeah, and I want to talk about one thing that is a spoiler for the very end of the movie, and it's just so weird, and that's maybe even dislike the movie a lot more. So if you don't want to know a spoiler, you need to stop the video. But at the end, most of them are dead, and finally have just the brother and sister alive, and the pregnant stripper's baby. And they're like they won, they killed them all. And they get ready to leave on the bike or whatever, and like while they're leaving, the brother has like a thing of oil or like blood go down his nose, so like, okay, he's infected. But then that's fine, that's how it ended. But no, they end it by having him throw the baby on the ground and run by to be to be killed. And it's like, really, that's how you want to end the movie, by killing the baby? That's a little weird. But then it gets even weirder because they have like a cliffhanger or like a flashback at the very end of the movie to show how the Blue Jean girl, the head, the owner of the strip club, got the police bike that she has. And it's just it's a thing of her stripping. I guess like everyone had to strip at least once. But at the end, she puts a baseball up her vagina and shoots it out at the cop. Like saying that, like he's trying to get drunk and say that if I can knock you out with, then I get your bike. And he thinks that they're gonna get him drunk or whatever. Instead, he knocks him out with a pitch thrown by her vagina, and it's just, and that's how the movie ends. That's like, it's so weird and random. I don't see what the point of it was. Like, I mean, they're going to die, I assume, anyway, so why even have a flashback at the very end of the movie? It's just bad. Just avoid it. Thanks for watching. Check out other movies, reviews, and other things around my head. Thanks.